can't stand people who don't take accountability, because I used to be that person. I can call myself out on all my own bullshit for why I didn't do something, why I made an excuse, how I blame somebody else. And because I've had these experiences with myself of not holding myself accountable, I no longer listen to other people's excuses about why they don't hold themselves accountable, because I started with me first. And when you start with you first, it's easier to then handle other people and to hold them accountable, because you know what you've had to do yourself to overcome the challenges and the obstacles and the barriers to become the person that you want to be. Next is number 3. You see, you have to understand the difference between disappointment and shame. If you're going to be a highly accountable person, it is likely that you are going to feel this weight. And this weight often gets confused, and we start to feel shameful about what we didn't do versus feeling disappointed that we aren't where we're trying to go. So I want to clear up the difference between these two, because this differentiator really matters in the way that you think about holding yourself accountable. The definition of shame is a painful feeling of humiliation or distress caused by the consciousness of wrong or foolish behavior. Well, if you're holding yourself accountable, you're not doing wrong or foolish behavior, and it shouldn't be this overwhelming distress that you have about not being able to get to where you're going. If you're holding yourself accountable to your goals and you're doing everything that's possible in order for you to get closer to them, you should feel disappointment, but not shame. You're not being foolish. It's because you haven't accumulated the experiences yet, or you just don't know something in your pursuit of chasing after your goal. That's not a bad thing, but you can still be disappointed. So the definition of disappointment is the sadness or displeasure caused by one's unfulfillment of their expectation or goals. It's okay for you to feel displeased or not okay with the fact that you aren't where you're trying to be. That is a cycle that every high performer experiences. I will never forget the weight that was lifted off of me when I heard that Grant and Elena, even as recently as a handful of years ago, were still asking themselves, when are we going to make it? That was so eye-opening to me, because by all measures of the world, they had already made it. They had the family, the marriage, the financial wherewithal, the ability to create large businesses and have this impact across tens of millions of people online. And they're sitting here as like the epitome of high performers saying, when are we going to make it? And all of a sudden this made me realize, like, it's okay to be disappointed, and high performers actually are often disappointed, but they hold themselves so accountable to their goals that they just keep trying to get further, versus having a goal and then feeling shame because you aren't getting closer. It's not shame, and don't choose to look at it that way. You just haven't learned and done what you need to do yet